Hello guys, it's Ramos here bringing you all the assassin updates in one video. Really looking forward for this, and I didn't yet check Akali even though my first intention was to go straight to Akali. I'm going to keep it organized and first check the 4 major updates, then go straight to Akali and the others as well. So first I'm with Katarina, she's also my second favorite champion, so I was really curious about her. And first impression, I have to say I'm pretty surprised. So what has changed? They kept the W in Q, so it was pretty much how I said, that they are going to incorporate her old W into some other ability. But this new W is completely new, so the Q, pretty much the same, but at the end you throw the dagger there, and if you get it, you use the old W automatically. So you throw that dagger, it bounces, but then it also leaves a blade on the ground, and if you pick it up, it does the old W effect and deals damage to all around the enemies that are near you. Now her new W is interesting, you throw a dagger and you also increase your movement speed, and if you pick it up, the same thing happens, so you can have 2 daggers on the floor at the same time. So you toss that dagger into the air and gain 50% decay movement speed for 1.25 seconds at this level. And if you pick up the dagger, you do that slash around all enemies and you deal some damage. Very well. Then the shampoo is pretty much the same, but now you can no longer use it on words, so that's one thing. And let me show you, see, you can have 2 of them now, so that's pretty cool. And then you pick them both up. That's pretty nice. Alright, so her new E, you can use it on enemies or on a target ally, or you can use it on your dagger. And if it's an enemy, Katarina strikes for some damage, and otherwise she will strike the nearest enemy in range. So I can use it on allies as well. And depends where you have the mouse. So I'm going to show it to you again. And the ultimate is pretty much the same. So you can use it depending on where your mouse is. You don't always go behind the target, you can go in front of it or behind it or wherever you want. So if I use it here, I'm going to go behind the target, but if I use it there, I'm going to go in front of it. And also if you pick up the dagger, the cooldown is pretty much reset, so now I use it there and it goes in front of the target. So that's pretty nice thing. So picking up a dagger will reduce the shampoo's cooldown by a lot. And now let's see if you can shampoo on daggers. Yes, that's nice, so that way you use the E and the old W instantly, and it says that otherwise she will strike the nearest enemy in range. So if I have a dagger in the range and use the E there, she's going to do that thingy. Alright, now let's see the ultimate, but it should be the same. It says it's the same, so you become the Flurry and does up to 3 enemy champions. So you do that, you can do this to increase your movement speed, you can use the E to go faster there, and you can use it again to keep jumping on the target, so that's pretty nice. And then use the Q again if you want. You pick up the dagger, again you have the E, and the ultimate. Oh, you also have the range now. Oh, that's pretty nice. So you use this, use it again, you pick up that. Wow, this is fun. Alright, I like it, I like the changes. Though the ultimate is still pretty countered by CC, but I like the rest. That dagger falling mechanic is pretty damn awesome. Alright, I guess that's it for Katarina. Pretty cool, so the passive is the same, the Q, the changes is the dagger that it's falling down. This new W is pretty nice, and you can increase the movement speed by maxing it out. The E is also nice, and it depends where you go, you can also see the new effects. And the ultimate is the same, you also apply Grievous Wounds and reduce their healing regeneration by 40%. Very well, for items, they recommend to go with Zonia and Abyssal. And what the hell is this? Control Ward. Oh. So that's how they are now, because they cannot see the invisibles like Akali, so they only see the camouflage. Right, so control words. Okay. What's this? Edge of the Night. Oh, so a new AD item. Okay. So we have a new AD item here. Huh. Knight's Vow. Well, there's a lot of stuff here. I don't see many changes. Maybe this is Redemption. Oh. Plus 10% heal and shield. Okay. Let's see if anything changed too. Okay, thank god the X-Tech is the same. The X-Tech Revolver. Okay, well that's it for Katarina. Let's go to LeBlanc. Okay, so LeBlanc, I like what I have seen until now. So the 3 main spells are pretty much the same, but you have a new passive that's the old passive of the Q. So let me explain you everything. And also all the ability icons have been changed apparently. Or were they like... No, I think they were changed again. Alright, so the new passive is Sigil of Malice, that was the old Q. So after you use a spell, so let's say I use the Q here, a mark activates, and after 1.5 seconds you have that, and if you use another ability, the target explodes and it deals more damage than before. And the Q has a special explosion of that, so when Shattered is empowered by Sigil of Malice, so if it was already on the target from another spell, the spell bounces to the nearest ready Sigil of Malice, and bounces deal 70% damage to minions. So if you use it twice, it also bounces to the other targets. The W is pretty much the same, so the base is the same, use this and then you can go back for 4 seconds. So dashes to a location dealing damage, and for 4 seconds she can activate Distortion again to return to her, so it doesn't have a special ability for the explosion like this one does. So this one is empowered by Sigil of Malice and bounces. Her E is pretty much the same, so you launch a chain. I'm going to use it on the next wave. So you launch that chain and it goes nicely like that, and then leaves the mark and explodes and also triggers the mark, so you can use this fastly. So if you don't want to explode the E with itself, you can use a spell in between, I think, so you don't explode it with that. If you want to explode it with Q, for instance, use it like this, and then you go... you need to be really fast, but I really think you can do that. So, probably. Actually, no, because it's 1.5 seconds, and that's the duration of the sigil, so I don't think you can throw a spell in there to use the empoweration before, so you have to do that. And then you can keep on going, but the thing is that you have to play around with the sigil now, and it's a pretty cool addition in my opinion. But you have to wait, so you can instantly Q and W like before. And the ultimate is changed a lot, I don't really understand it yet, we're going to have to see it in action over there on LeBlanc. So you copy one of her spells and create a Mimic decoy to cast it with her. The Mimic lasts 1 second. So Shatter All deals the most damage, then Distortion deals a little bit less, and the Chain deals that much but 2 times, so that one deals the most damage if you can use it completely. And using this spell on itself invokes Shadow of the Rose. So that's the special thingy now, Shadow of the Rose. So if you use your ultimate, if you press R twice, the Mimic appears at target location and approaches the closest visible enemy champion that casts a fake version of LeBlanc's most recent basic ability. And this one has a separate cooldown, so it lasts much longer, but cannot be controlled. So let's see how it works on this poor Lux over here. So I'm going to use that, and then use the Mimic, and Mimic myself. So there you go, I have a clone, and she used something, but then she disappeared for some reason. Why? Okay, that was weird. They said it's going to last more. Was that a bug? Maybe it was a bug. So appears the target location, approaches the closest visible, then casts a fake version of LeBlanc's most recent ability. Maybe she has a very low health and she died fast. I don't know. So let's try the old basic QRQ combo. So let's do this, that, and then you go. Oh, so you cast a clone and the clone also does that, but okay, so she doesn't have health apparently, or I don't see the health of the clone. Weird, because you see she uses the spell as well, but then she disappears after using it. Interesting, so you don't cast it anymore when you're low health, but apparently that clone can be controlled, but it says it lasts for 1 second, so yeah, that's how much the clone lasts now, and I don't know how they're going to control it. They said they're going to focus more on the clone, but from what I see you can use it really briefly for now. But the thing is you can mark more targets at once, and then use this on that one, and then they're going to bounce all the others that are marked, so they must be marked. So that's a combo now, you use the W and then the Q to explode the marks on multiple targets. So you go like this, mark them all, but they already died, so... but kind of that's how it goes. Okay, let's try 2 chains. Come on, Lux, let me 2 chain you. Why is she running? She's not even low on health. God damn it, Lux. Come here. Okay, I'm going to back off and then she will come to me probably. I hope. Okay, there you go. So let's see, let's use a chain and then another chain. Yep, the clone also... Oh, that was a lot of damage there. But you cannot use the clone apparently. Or I'm not sure how. That's pretty nice, and you can see the 2 cooldowns here, so I have the main cooldown of the ability and then the separate cooldown of that thing there. But maybe the clone lasts until she uses a spell on one of the enemy champions, so let's try and use the clone where there are no enemies nearby. and see what that goes. Yeah, who knows. So let's go on mid and use the double mimic there, the Shadow of the Rose. So the target location you can use it as ever you want to. It approaches the closest visible enemy champion, so if I use it on mid and Lux is on bot, the clone will go to bot lane and find Lux. Let's see what happens. But it's a fake version, so I think that doesn't deal damage probably. Alright, let's try. So I'm going to use the clone here. And whoa, yes, she goes on bot lane and does a fake cast on Lux. Okay, that's nice. That's really nice. Okay, so this is how you play with your clone now. You do that on bot, and then you go on top, and they won't know because they will see you go there, but actually you're going on top lane. See, and you do a fake cast over there, but a fake cast over there. But you still have the cooldown for your other abilities. Huh, that's nice. Now let's try the W twice. Yeah. And then you can also use it twice. Okay. Well, really nice. This one is a little bit more complicated, but I really like it. I like what they did with the ultimate, and I like the thing that you can make someone go far away, but you can't do that in normals because there are going to be one champion on every lane, but I'm sure you can do something. You go here and use a clone and it will go on mid, but you actually go on top, or you do the other way. Huh. Okay, pretty nice. Okay, let's check out the next one, Rengar. Okay, Rengar. So significant changes for him, but I think it's pretty cool. So the passive is a bit different, so you still have the leap from the bush, and that generates 1 ferocity, and at 4 ferocity your next ability is empowered, and that increases your movement speed by 30% per month for 5 seconds. And killing enemy champions award trophies on Rengar's necklace, so that thing there is also reworked and increases quite a lot at 5 kills, so now you don't have that many, you only have 5 kills, but like I said on my predictions, now you have to kill all the targets, so you cannot keep killing the same and get bonuses, so you have to kill all the targets to gain those stacks. So increase the bonus attack when a unique champion is killed within 1 second of taking damage from him. And at 5 stack it's pretty OP, so it's pretty strong, to be honest. 15 plus 30% bonus AD, that's a lot. That's really nice. And then the ferocity is also lost, so you have to stack it fast if you go out of combat, and that's represented by the cooldown. That's the new Q, by the way, the cooldown of the passive. So if you go out of combat, your ferocity will reset, as you can see there. So you need to do that fast, or your ferocity will be lost, so you cannot do 2 abilities to run away and return in. You get it. Okay, so let's see the rest. The Q, like you see there, is pretty interesting. So it deals that first slash and then does that. Nice piercing effect. And you can just do that to gain your stacks as long as you don't get out of combat. The W is close in the casting, but it's changed as well, so right there you go, let me show you the import Q. There's import Q. Deals a bit more damage. So this one is a little bit changed, so you do that magic damage, but you heal for 50% of the damage you took in the last 1.5 seconds, and with the ferocity effect it deals that, but also removes all the CCs, and you are immune to CCs for a few seconds. So that's also pretty cool. And let's see how that one looks. And the E is exactly the same, so nothing changed for the E at least, so you still have that. And it is more damage and roots when it's empowered. So let's see the W. That's the increased W. Now let's see the empowered E as well. So that one is the same, but also roots the target when it's empowered, so that one is not changed. And it looks like that. Okay. Now let's take a look at the ultimate, and let's think you can target them now, or what? No, you see who you have to kill to gain the stacks. Okay, I see. And the leap is probably the same, so there you go, and you gain 1 stack from using that. So that's also pretty nice, my friend. Okay, let's see the ultimate. So this one, whoa, the range is pretty cool. So now you get the camouflage from it, so this is the stealth that is visible by wards and stuff, so it's not like the Akali new stealth. So it camouflaging him meaning that he can be seen. Duration is increased, fade time removed, movement speed increased by 40%, but now only reveals the enemy champion that is nearest to Rengar. And Rengar can only leap to the enemy champion nearest him unless he bash. So you can only, if you're in a bush, you can leap to anyone, but you can only leap to the nearest one when using the ultimate. That's going to be interesting in teamfights because you won't be able to leap to whoever you want to, only to that one that was nearest. So that could be weird. But leaping to an enemy champion nearest him results in a guaranteed critical strike. Okay, so let's see how that goes. Let's use this. We go like that. Oh, we can see that it's not complete yet, but it's going to be something. Okay, there you go. Now let's use some abilities on her here. And we're probably going to die because we are idiots. I don't have the range for that. Yup, close enough. Okay, sorry. I forgot to change the runes and stuff to AD and I didn't go to base. But okay, that's it for Rengar. Interesting as well. And we only have Talon left for the 4 major changes. Okay, and the last major update is Talon. And first thing, he does parkour and shit, my friend, look at this. So this is some freaking nice ability over here, look at that. And you can use it on terrain and structures as well. And it has a pretty damn low cooldown, so... God damn, he travels fast on the map with this new stuff. That's really awesome, I like this ability a lot. Look how amazing that looks. So Assassin's Path is called. And it has cooldown, so you can see the cooldown fades on things that I have already used. So you vault to that location, but for 150 seconds you cannot use it again on that same thingy. So that's a really amazing ability there. The Q is a little bit changed, so it has 2 things, so if you use it directly it critical strikes, and when you kill with it you also heal and refund 50% of the cooldown, and if it's on ranged, if you use it for a little bit a bigger range, you leap, but you don't critical. So it has 2 things, so 2 stances that it can be used. He also has a new passive, so the spells wound champions and epic monsters for 6 seconds, and at 3 stacks you also bleed the target for more physical damage. And the W is the same, I think, but they look nicer, they have new icons and also new effects, so that's how it looks. But I think it's the same, you throw the blades and then they return and deal damage and slow the target. But this E, man, this E is amazing, look at that. So nice, you can use it anywhere, on any structure, independent what type you use it on. So that's nice. That's some really amazing ability over there. Okay, now let's get level 6 and see the ultimate as well. So disperse, I think it's the same, pretty much the same, so let's see. So disperses a ring of blades, to all units they hit, gains 50% increased movement speed and becomes invisible, so it is invisibility like Akali. So you can only be seen by turrets if you're invisible, so that's pretty amazing. Nothing can see invisibility now. I like this change a lot with this invisibility and camouflage, so he gets invisibility after all. Cool. So you disperse and gain increased movement speed and invisible, and when that ends, the blades converge, dealing the same damage again. If Talon cancels invisibility with an attack or Noxian diplomacy, the blades coverage on his target's location instead. So if you cancel it by using it on a target, the blades will not return to you, they will return to that target that you have selected. So that's pretty nice. So Noxian diplomacy is the Q. Okay, and it's nice to farm with the Q because it resets the cooldown quite fast if you kill the target with it. So that's pretty cool. Okay, let's wait for the next wave and see the ultimate as well. But this even, this is amazing. Whoever made this ability, good job, my friend. Really nice spell. Now he does feel a little bit different. I mean, a lot more different. He's more unique, because that was the main thing they wanted here. Alright, let's see. So you use this. Very well, you go invisible, and if you use Q there, they converge to that target. So they look cooler, but it's pretty much the same. So the main change is this and the Q and the new passive. So let's try the passive on Little Veigar over here. But I like it. I like the E a lot. Also, those are split into, so you can use it to bounce there and then you bounce there. You can bounce there too. Damn! Talon jungle in new meta. He might work in jungle, because you do ganks really fast like that. Oh shit, he stunned me. But how do I know how many... Oh, I got the stack, so now he's bleeding. You can see the bleed effect on him. Huh. Okay, so you no longer leap directly, but you leap with this and you can see the stacks on him. Whoa, that's nice. Okay, I like it. And you can see he was pretty small, so I don't know if you saw that, but you can see the marks on him. So let's use it on the dragon here, even if he's going to kill us, to show you the marks. So there is 1 mark, 2 marks, and 3 marks, and then you bleed. So you just have to use your Q and W, and you will bleed the target. Okay, awesome. So that's it for the main changes. Now let's take a quick look at the others. Probably not going to wait for full level because there are not that many changes, but let's take a look. So come on, I need to see Akali. Yes. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Okay, that's my reaction to seeing new freaking ability icons on Akali. That's amazing. Thank you, Riot. This is awesome. It seems that only the passive and oh my god, they look so nice, and the W is changed. So yeah, the E is the same. Kinda expected them to upgrade the E a little bit to something more interesting, but it's fine. And you still have the effects of the passive, and now they flow. But I'm really happy that at least we got new icons. Thank god for that. So Akali's first 2 basic attacks, are empowered. Oh, so that's how it works. You no longer get Spell Vamp and Lifesteal directly. Why do they remove the Spell Vamp? So her first strike restores health. Oh, so you still restore health. And her second strike within 4 seconds deals bonus magic damage after her first strike is used, to Indiscipline resets after 8 seconds. Okay, so that's a new passive. That looks nice. So that's why you have the effects a little bit empowered, because they will probably fade after using the first and the second strike. But really like how the abilities look there. Really nice. Let's see if there are new effects. Well, this is a skin, so probably not, but... Right, so that's the first empowerment. That's the second. Oh, nice. So you also see the sound effects. I'm a genius. Right, so look at this. That's the first one. That's the second one. Whoa, that's awesome. Okay, I like that. Thank you, Riot, for not destroying Akali. And this W buff is the best thing ever. I wanted something like this for a really long time. So... Wait, what? Teleports to a nearby location. Oh. Also, there are a few more changes to the W, so you don't just leave it, you... Oh, I see. Well, that's a lot better. That's even a greater buff. But I think it lasts for a shorter time, but still. You are invincible while in that. So you teleport to a nearby location, leaving a cover of smoke at her previous location that lasts for 4 seconds and slow enemies. While inside the shroud, you gain invisibility and movement speed. Attacking or using abilities briefly reveals. So you teleport there and then you can use it, and then you go back in stealth and... That's nice. I like it a lot. So you're invisible, so nothing can see you, so fuck you, pink wards. Pink wards are not even here anymore, so I don't care. Though I wonder why they didn't do anything to the E. It would have been nice to do something with the passive and the E maybe, because now the passive is a little bit more interesting, the W is really great, but the E is still pretty useless, but I don't mind. It's awesome what they did to that. Yeah, melee attack, so you don't have the explosion of the E from the Q from the E back either. But I like the W change in the passive. So you don't have the spell vamp anymore. But you will still heal from the gunblade, so no problem. No problem at all. And the ultimate, anything changed here? Akali quickly strikes to her target. Akali stores an essence. No, the ultimate is the same, thank god. So the Q and the ultimate were the things that I worried the most that they might get changed, but this new W is awesome. I like this. It's a buff. It's definitely a buff. So you teleport to a location where you want to, so you can even faster get to an enemy champion. So you use that, you teleport, then you dash with the ultimate. Really nice. I like this a lot, and I like the passive. So you heal a little bit and then you do more damage with the second one, and it has quite a small cooldown, so you still have the heal. Even if they changed the spell vamp to this, but it looks cool. Looks like he has a new ability. Okay, I like this. Now let's take a quick look at the others. Okay, so the site is up with the update, so let's take a quick look here at the rest, because there are not such big changes, and I also have on the right monitor the full changes. So even if here it doesn't say that the passive is changed, on my right monitor it does, so that's for Akali. Then for Echo, it increases the effectiveness for building AP, so like I said, it's going to make him more a mage, not a tanky mage. And R through W will activate the stun and shield, so passive no longer slows, so that's also that, and the trigger that you do from that other thingy. Then there's Fizz, that he has a new thingy on his ultimate, so his R now summons different side sharks based on how far his fish flies before activating, so the higher it goes, the bigger the shark. And W has been reworked into providing a bigger payout when timed effectively. Then there's kha'zix, that also has some changes, so evolutions are evolving too, so Q, W and R are getting updates to be more suited for isolated takedowns. So how that works, it's his W provides more ground control and his R provides more map mobility. For Shaco, Shaco's clone drops 3 Jack in the boxes and causes enemies to flee when it dies. So that's pretty nice, so more boxes for him. So his passive also has a cooldown but provides a greater effect. His Q duration starts small and scales with rank, and he can place Jack in the boxes while invisible, but doing so briefly reveals him. So he also has the invisibility on his invisibility, so he's going to be stealthed completely, not camouflaged. And finally Zed, upon killing an enemy champion with Deathmark, Zed permanently gains a portion of their attack damage for himself. That's nice. So like I predicted for him as well, he gains more buffs when killing enemies when using the ultimate. And also his W no longer has a passive that grants him bonus attack damage, so you don't have that passive, but you have it on the new passive. Okay, so that's it for the assassins. Let me know which one is your favorite and what you think about the changes. And I'll see you soon with the other updates as well. Big patch today. And thanks for watching, subscribe if you're new here, and bye bye.